In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet an uppercase letter E. Coming up next. Hi, I'm Diette, and welcome to Turtle Creativity, where we make crafting and crocheting easy. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet an uppercase letter E. Now for this tutorial, you're going to need yarn, of course. I'll be using Red Heart Super Saver in the color white. You'll also need a crochet hook. I'll be using a size letter I. You'll also need a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. Well, I'm going to roll up my sleeves just a tad, and I'm ready to get crocheting now. So let's get started with crocheting the letter E. So in order to crochet the letter E, you will need to know a few crochet stitches. You will need to know how to chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and you will need to know how to do a double crochet. If you do not know how to do any of those stitches, it's okay. Right here, I will link a tutorial where I will teach you how to do the basic crochet stitches. Once you have that down pat, come on back and then you too can crochet the letter E. Okay, enough talking. Let's come on and get started with crocheting this letter E. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to go ahead and chain 24. So I have my slip knot and 24 chains. So here are our 24 chains. Now what I want you to do is just pull up on your yarn just a little bit, and then in this very first chain, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into that first chain space. 3 loops is on your hook, yarn over, you're going to pull through 2. Okay, that will leave 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay, so there are our 3 double crochets in that first chain space. Now what we're going to do is over the next 6 chain spaces, we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each one of those chain spaces. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space. 3 loops is on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So continue on for, again, a total of 6 times. Here's our last one. This is number 6. Okay. Now that we have our 6 half double crochets done, we are now going to do 5 half double crochets together. Okay, and what that is going to do, it's going to create the curve in our E. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space, pull up. 3 loops is on your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through 2. Okay, now we're going to do that again into the next chain space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space. This is the second one. Yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, now for the third one, yarn over, insert your hook in, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, now for the fourth one, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, now for our last one, number 5. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain space. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on our hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all of those loops, and you're going to then chain 1. Okay, and as you can see, that little curve occurred, and now we kind of begin to see our letter beginning to form. Okay, so I'm going to kind of turn my E this way, and in the next 3 chain spaces, we're going to put a half double crochet over the next 3 chain spaces. So yarn over, half double crochet. So that's 1. Yarn over, half double crochet. That's 2. Yarn over, half double crochet. And that's 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on this part of our E. So in order to create that, we need to chain. So we're going to go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now pull up on your yarn, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in this chain space. So yarn over, insert your hook in, pull up, 3 loops is on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay? Yarn over, insert your hook back into the same chain space, pull through 2, pull through 2. And then we're going to do 1 more double crochet. Okay? Now we're going to work downside the chain that we did, and the next 4 chain spaces we're going to do a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook in, 3 loops, pull through. Continue doing that until you get to the end. Now for our last half double crochet. Okay, and now this stitch right here, this half double crochet stitch right here, we're going to put 2 half double crochets in this right through that half double crochet stitch, just like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to count up 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and right here we're going to put a half double crochet in this chain space. So 1, 2, 3, half double crochet in this chain space. Now what we're going to do is I'm kind of going to twist my E up a little bit. So now what we're going to do is in the next 2 chain spaces, you're going to put a half double crochet in the next 2 chain spaces. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to twist my E back again. We're going to chain a total of 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And again, we're going to do the same thing that we did at the ends of our chains, which is simply just pulling up on your yarn a little bit, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in that chain space. And this is our last double crochet. All right, I'm going to kind of twist my E again. And so now what we're going to do is down the next 6 chains, you're going to put a half double crochet down the next 6 chains. So yarn over, insert, and begin your half double crochets. All right, so now what we're going to do is put our last half double crochet in our last chain space, just like that. All right, now this half double crochet stitch here, we're going to do what we did down here. We're going to put 2 half double crochets in this stitch right here. So yarn over, insert your hook through that half double crochet stitch, yarn over, that's 1, yarn over, insert your hook back through that same half double crochet stitch, pull through, okay? Just like what we did down there. So I know you're probably looking down at your E and you're probably like, okay, I see kind of the E forming, but what's going on with this right here? Well, I'm going to show you right now. What you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook into the last chain space and you're going to go ahead and slip stitch it down and connect it right, not at this chain space, but in the second chain space right there. You're going to connect it and pull through all the way through with another slip stitch. Okay? Just going to pull up and so you can see what we have here. So then that right there created this portion of our E. Okay, so you definitely can see the letter E forming. So what we need to do now is just put single crochets all the way around our letter E. So I'm going to insert my hook back and I'm just going to go around and move the tail out the way. I'm just going to put single crochets into each chain space all the way around my letter E. Okay, and I'll meet you once we get all the way around. All right, so we have our last few single crochets on our letter E. And we can just go ahead and connect it right to the top with a slip stitch. Pull up. And you can go ahead and cut your yarn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my E over and I'm going to sew in my tails. So as you are crocheting your letter E, you are bending your E, you're twisting it, you're turning it, and it can get curly and twisted up. So what I like to do is always to give my letters that I create a burst of heat. And I'm going to do that with my Easy Press. Putting it on the wrong side. I'm going to place it down. Put my Teflon sheet down. And I'm going to press my letter E for 3 seconds. Here is our completed uppercase letter E. I'll see you in the next one and subscribe for more.